Good morning, welcome back to Edistar video class. You are watching class 5 subject social lesson 12 conservation of environment part 2. In the last video class you have learnt about environment, conservation of environment, ways to control air pollution. So today you are going to learn about how to control water pollution, how to control soil or land pollution, and forest conservation. Shall we start? First, let us discuss about importance of water and its uses. So, water is a gift given by God and is our basic need, isn't it? We cannot imagine a life without water. Water is a natural resource. It is used for various purposes such as washing, bathing, cooking, cleaning, drinking and other industrial uses. There are various sources of water such as wells, rivers, ponds, lakes, oceans, dams and streams. As we all know that nearly 70 to 80% of the earth's surface is covered by water, among which only 1 to 2% of water is pure and is suitable for human use. So, water conservation is the only way to use water properly, or else if we continue to waste water, then there will be no water in the coming years. Okay, so water conservation is very important in today's life. What is meant by water conservation? Conservation of water refers to protect, preserve and control the usage of water and its resources. It is introduced to manage fresh water, reduce the wastage and protect the water in order to avoid the scarcity of water. Therefore, we all should create awareness about conservation of water, because conservation of water is very much important, because it saves life on earth. Okay children? There are many ways to conserve water. I am going to say some important and easy ways for the conservation of water. Do not keep the taps open when not in use. Turn off the taps while you are still brushing your teeth. Do not run more water while washing your hands, clothes, etc. Check if there is any leak in water pipe. Rainwater harvesting is one of the best method used for conserving water. So, hereafter you all have to save water. Will you children? Hope you will. Now, let us discuss about ways to control water pollution. Number 1. Avoid dumping of waste into water bodies. Number 2. Reduce the usage of chemical fertilizers in farming, because chemical fertilizers flow deep into the ground and makes underground water unfit. Number 3. Have you seen in rivers and ponds, some people used to bath and wash cloth? So these should be avoided because water gets polluted. Number 4. Treat sewage before releasing it into water bodies. So what is meant by treat sewage? Treat sewage is the process of removing contaminants from wastewater or sewage. Number 5. Prevent discharge of industrial wastes into river. Is it clear, students? Next, I am going to explain about conserving soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resources on the earth. It can be conserved in many ways. Growing more plants protect the soil from getting eroded. What is mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion is the wearing away of soil by water and wind. Using jute bags instead of plastic bag is another way of conserving soil, because dumping plastic bags on the land pollutes the soil. Reduce the use of fertilizers, pesticides for agricultural purpose improves the quality of soil, because these chemicals flow into the soil and reduce its fertility. Now let us discuss some methods to control the land pollution. Number 1. Avoid dumping of garbage in the open. Have separate biodegradable and non-biodegradable bins to dispose garbage. So what is meant by biodegradable waste? Biodegradable waste mixes easily with the soil and is decomposed, means decay by small organisms such as bacteria. Examples of biodegradable waste materials are food, fruit, vegetable peels, paper, leaves, etc. Non-biodegradable waste takes a long time to decompose and remains in the environment for long period. Examples of non-biodegradable waste materials are plastic, silver foil and aluminium cans, etc. So, biodegradable waste easily decompose and non-biodegradable waste do not decompose naturally. Is it clear, students? Build compost pits to dispose biodegradable garbage. So biodegradable waste can be used to help the environment. Let us see how. Biodegradable waste can be converted into manure for plants by a process called composting. It consists of covering the waste in the soil for about 2 months. Then it decays and changes into manure called compost. What is the use of manure? Manure is used to increase the soil fertility. Is it clear, students? Recycling plants is needed to treat garbage, because disposal of waste is a big environmental problem. When waste is not disposed properly, then it will lead to spread of germs and diseases. The waste cannot be disposed in a river or a lake as it pollutes the water. Burning of waste pollutes the atmosphere. If it is buried in land, it pollutes the land and underground water. Therefore, it is important to dispose the waste properly. Then biomedical and radioactive waste should be disposed properly under proper guidelines. Is it clear, students? What is mean by forest, children? Forest is a land with many trees. What is the use of forest? Many animals need forest to live and survive. And forest supports many living organisms including animals, birds, insects, microorganisms and plants. Even we depend on forest for our survival. Starting from the air we breathe to the wood we use. It prevents soil erosion and forest plays an important role in rainfall. Forest provides timber, medicinal plants, food leaves and many other useful things. More than 70% of the world's usable fresh water comes from forested areas. What is meant by forest conservation? Forest conservation is the practice of planning and maintaining forested areas for the benefit of future generation. Why forest conservation is necessary today? Because of overpopulation, pollution, global warming and climate change. Forest conservation activities like urban forestry and rural forestry have been taken up by the government of India. So what is mean by rural forestry? Rural forestry is the protection management of forest in rural areas. Rural areas means village. Rural forestry includes agroforestry and community forestry. Agroforestry means agriculture with trees. Is nothing but putting the right plant in the right place. So, agroforestry provides clean water and air, safe and healthy food. Community forestry is the rising of trees on community land. Community land means common land, not on private land. Government provides seedlings, fertilizers, but the community has the responsibility of protecting the trees. What is mean by urban forest? An urban forest is a forest or a collection of trees within a city or town. So what is mean by urban forestry? Urban forestry means care and management of urban forest. Urban forestry related to the management of trees on public lands like parks, road sides or in front of the institution so that it can provide shade, oxygen, etc. Van Mahotsav is 1 week tree planting festival in India which is celebrated in first week of July. It was started in the year 1950. World Environment Day is celebrated on 5th June every year. These events were celebrated to create awareness for the protection of forest or conservation of forest. In the given tabular column, I have listed some type of waste and time taken to decompose. Kitchen waste, it takes 2 to 5 weeks to decompose. Plywood, it takes 1 to 3 weeks to decompose. Paper waste, it takes 2 to 6 weeks to decompose. Aluminium can, 80 to 200 weeks to decompose. Plastic bottle, 450 years to decompose. Glass bottle, 1 million years to decompose. So, waste management is very essential. Bye students. Meet you all in the next video.